Welcome to the Science Online class. Okay, we are in the lesson. We are going through the lesson components of food. Okay, in the previous video or in the previous direct class, we have learnt about the nutrients. What are nutrients? Okay, what are the major nutrients in our food? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Okay, in addition, dietary fibers and water also. Okay, and in the next topic we have learnt the test for starch, protein, fat, whether the food has the nutrients that starch, protein, fat. We can prove it doing by some experiments or doing by some test. Okay, and the next one, uses of nutrients. We have seen carbohydrates. They are called as the food that contains carbohydrates are called as the energy giving food, and also proteins the food contain that protein are called the bodybuilding food. Okay, protein will used for the growth of our body, and also fat is also the energy giving food. Okay, next one, vitamins and minerals are called as the protecting foods. Okay, they will increase our immunity system. Okay, immunity in our body, and also protects us from the diseases. Okay, next one, today we are going to see about the topic balanced diet. Okay, in that from the morning to the night we are eating different kinds of food. Okay, that the food we normally eat in a day is our diet. It's called our diet. Okay, for growth and maintenance of good health, our diet should have all the nutrients. Okay, a diet which have all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantities and also contain a good amount of roughage and water is called as the balanced diet. Because what is the balanced diet? The food we are eating is have all the nutrients. Okay, all the nutrients it will have all the carbohydrates and proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals in the right quantities. Okay, such food, and also that food contains some good amount of roughage and water. Okay, that food will known as balanced diet. Okay, so do we think what we need for a balanced diet would depend on the amount of physical work that we do? So to understand that, you have to prepare a chart. Whatever you eat over a period of a week, in a week, what you are eating, you have to prepare a chart. Okay, check whether all the nutrients mentioned are present in one or other food items being eaten within a day or so. Okay, you have to take from that chart you will able to check whether you are eating all the nutrients that are mentioned in the mentioned in a day you are eating or not. You have to check. Okay, next, for addition, for pulses, groundnuts, soya beans, sprouted seeds and the fermented foods. Okay, like fermented food means South Indian foods such as idli. Okay, it's a combination of flours and also banana, spinach, jaggery and available vegetables and other foods. Such foods provides many nutrients. These are the foods daily we are taking for the food. Okay, these are the common foods. Okay, these foods provide many nutrients. Okay, each food have different nutrients. Different in the previous chapter, that is a previous topic, we have learned that your food may contain one or more nutrient in it. Okay, so such these foods contain all the nutrients we need. Okay, we need for our body. So with these things, okay, these things we can these things we can say that these are the food that contains a balanced diet. Okay, so eating the right kind of food is not enough. It should also be cooked properly. So the food we are eating is well cooked in a proper way. Then only the nutrients in that food will be sucked by our body. Okay. If the vegetables, okay, you may see in your homes, your mother will clean the vegetables before cutting them. Okay, your mother will also clean some vegetables before cutting that. Okay, you may ask her what's the reason. Okay, the reason is if you clean the vegetables after cutting means the nutrients in some food will go out with the water when we are washing it. So to keep the nutrients in that food, we have to cut some vegetables or fruits before before cooking. Okay, before cooking we have to before cutting we have to wash that vegetables and fruits. So if we cut the vegetables or fruits without washing, okay, after okay, if the vegetables and fruits are washed after cutting or peeling them, okay, we may you may see that we wash some fruits before peeling their skin. Okay, so if the vegetables and fruits are washed after cutting or peeling them, may result in the loss of some vitamins. Okay, even the skins of many vegetables and fruits contain vitamins and minerals. And additionally, repeated washing of rice and pulses may remove some vitamins and minerals in presence in them. So don't wash the rice repeatedly, and also pulses. We may clean one time with water, but you continuously you are washing the rice or pulses means it may there is some lack of vitamins and minerals which are present in the food items. Okay, and also we have to cooking will improve the taste. Okay, taste and digestion of the food. Okay, it will improve the taste and digestion of the food. But if we cooking is also results in the loss of certain nutrients. Okay, if we cook some food very well means or if we cook food for more time, it will the nutrients in the food will be lost. And also many useful proteins and considerable amounts of minerals are lost if excess water is used during cooking and is then thrown away. Okay, we use excess water for cooking, we will drain out the water, isn't it? So the essential vitamins or minerals, proteins or some nutrients will thrown out by the water. So these also should be reduced. Okay, we have to cook properly and wash it properly, and also we have to use less amount of water for cooking. Okay, these are the best ways to remain the nutrients in the food. And also vitamin C gets easily destroyed by heat during cooking. Okay, if food item contains vitamin C means if we heat it well, then after heating it the food item will the vitamin C in the food item will be destroyed. Okay, so we can add some raw food, that is vitamin C food means we can take it raw. Okay, take it raw without cooking that, then the nutrients will be remain in that food item, and so it will help our body. Okay, And also think that if we eat only fat contained food more means, is it healthy for our body? If we are eating daily samosas, puri and like this, you are eating daily means, is it healthy for our body? No, because in that oily items that fat will be more. Okay, the nutrient fat will be more in that food items. So continuously you are taking means it will not uh, healthy. Okay, it won't be healthy, because fat items it will give more energy, but continuously we are taking the same kind of nutrient means it is unhealthy for our body. So it may lead to a problem that called obesity. Okay, you may look some children which are at a very young age, they will look very fat. Okay, that problem is called obesity. That is they are continuously taking more fat items. Okay, continuously taking more fat items without doing any physical work or physical exercises. So they will become more fat. Okay, this problem is called obesity. Okay, so don't avoid the outside food like pani puri or some oiled items. Okay, oily items, fried items. Okay, we have to take it in a very limited manner. Okay, children. Okay, this is the food pyramid. That is, we have to eat by this way. Okay, look at the base of the pyramid. Have the in that bottom of the pyramid we have to eat more. Okay, eat most. What are we have to eat most? Grains and cereals. We have to eat grains and cereals very larger amount in our food item, and above that eat more the vegetables and fruits. We have to add vegetables and more vegetables and fruits in our food in a right quantity, and also eat moderately means sometimes. Okay, don't take this food very continuously. So only they have mentioned as eat moderately. What food items? Meat, poultry, fish, eggs, dry beans and dairy products, because they will contain protein as well as fat. Okay, so you have to take this food moderately. And in the last, eat less. We have to eat these food items very in a less quantity, that is fats, oils, salts and sweets, because our body will need such things but not in a very large quantity. We have to take in a small quantity. Okay, and also in the last of the pyramid, drink 6 to 8 glasses of water or fluid daily. We have to drink 6 to 8 glasses of water in a day. Okay, or fluid means in some juices like that. Okay, this is the food pyramid. By this way we have to take our food. Okay, in this way we are taking our food means our body will be very healthy. Okay, children, so follow these ideas in your home. Okay, the next one, deficiency diseases. Okay, what is meant by deficiency, ma? Okay, a person may be getting enough food to eat. Okay, she or he getting enough food to eat, but sometimes the food may not contain a particular nutrient. Okay, he has some sufficient food to eat, but the food may not contain a particular nutrient. That is, there may be lack of some nutrients. If this continues over a long period of time, if continuously he or she is taking the food without some nutrients, the person may suffer from its deficiency. Okay, deficiency of one or more nutrients can cause diseases or disorders in our body. Okay, if we do that, it may cause us some diseases or disorders in our body. Diseases that occur due to lack of nutrients over a long period are called deficiency diseases. Okay, because we are eating the food without some nutrients over a long period, there may be some diseases may be occur. Okay, these diseases are called deficiency diseases. Suppose if a person does not get enough protein, means he may protein in food, she or he will look likely to have stunted growth. Okay, and swelling of face, the face will be swell, and the discoloration of hair, the color will be changed, and skin diseases, and it will lead to skin diseases and diarrhea. Okay, suppose if the in our food the carbohydrates deficiency means carbohydrates and also proteins. Okay, there is a deficiency of carbohydrates and proteins means the growth may stop completely. Okay, we can't growth. Okay, we can't grow. Okay, such a person becomes very lean and thin and so weak that they not even be able to move. Okay, move a little distance. So we have to take carbohydrates and proteins in a good manner, and also deficiency of some different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain diseases or disorders. Okay, for the deficiency of vitamins and minerals, we will have a video. After this we can watch that video. So all the deficiency diseases that are caused by lack of carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, etc. will can be prevented by taking a balanced diet. So to avoid these deficiency diseases, we have to eat a balanced diet. We have to take the balanced diet. Okay, children. Okay, after this we have a video. That video we can see the topic about deficiency diseases. Watch this video, children.
Sometimes we may eat enough food, but our food may lack a particular nutrient. If this happens for a long time, then we may suffer from the deficiency of that nutrient. Deficiency of one or more nutrients can cause diseases or disorders in our body. Diseases that occur due to lack of nutrients over a long period are called deficiency diseases. Deficiency of protein can result in stunted growth, swelling of face, discoloration of hair, skin diseases, and diarrhea. Deficiency of protein and carbohydrates may cause growth to stop completely. Such a person becomes very lean and thin and so weak that he or she may not even be able to move. Deficiency of different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain diseases or disorders. Some of these are mentioned in the table. Deficiency of vitamin A causes loss of vision. The symptoms are poor vision, loss of vision in darkness, sometimes complete loss of vision. Deficiency of vitamin B1 causes beriberi. The symptoms are weak muscles and very little energy to work. Deficiency of vitamin C causes scurvy. Symptoms include bleeding gums, and the wounds take longer time to heal. Deficiency of vitamin D causes rickets. The symptoms are bones become soft and bent. Deficiency of calcium causes bone and tooth decay. The symptoms include weak bones and tooth decay. Deficiency of iodine causes goiter. The symptoms include glands in the neck appear swollen, mental disability in children. Deficiency of iron causes anemia. The symptoms include weakness of the body. All deficiency diseases can be prevented by taking a balanced diet.
Okay, children. Up to this, the chapter is over. We will meet in the next video or direct class. Okay, read the lesson thoroughly, children. Thank you.